Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Okay, so what does my collective need to know other than these are collective readings? They're not going to resonate with everybody, so take what resonates, leave the rest, and don't make it fit. If it's not your reading, it's not your reading. Okay, shuffle this one, going to go into this one, shuffle this. Okay. Okay, let's go. Let's go. What does my collective need to know? Alright. Okay. So someone is depending on not having a case go to trial, okay? We've got distant horizons in reverse, expectation, courthouse, and bad health. So someone is expecting a case not to go to trial, okay? Probably due to falsified legal documentation, 111, falsified and tampered with medical records, okay? We have the Knight of Wands, someone who's propping themselves up at a bar, alright, pissing out on it. Got 9 of Pentacles in reverse, okay, so they wanted to gain some sort of financial stability and thoroughly remove somebody else's financial stability and got involved in some sort of gang stalking. 10 of Pentacles in reverse because they took hold of some sort of generational wealth. Their time is up. 5 of Wands in reverse. They was running this masculine or feminine's name through the mud, okay, trying to trample all over them. We've got the Ace of Cups because they wanted some sort of abundance, but was never even theirs. Ace, 8 of Swords in reverse, sorry. They wanted to stay out of prison. They wanted to stay out of prison for what they did. Alright, so we've got a High Priestess. High Priestess, they don't like intuitive people. They could have done this to a High Priestess, okay? Someone who's gifted. Alright, they could have done this to a psychic. It doesn't have to be a psychic, but somebody needs connection. They've gone to a psychic, okay, to pay for a reading. Alright, they went to a psychic to pay for a reading, and the psychic knew, okay? We've got Great Fortune in reverse. The psychic knew, so they went to a psychic to see. And a psychic knew, alright, they knew that was putting, working behind the scenes to try and stop this from coming to light, but it's coming to light anyways, and a lot of people are being paid under the table, hush hush money, okay. 3 of Swords there, and then we've got copycats. There could be some sort of plagiarism, alright, copy and paste, plagiarism, stolen work, okay, falsifying legal documentation, these absolute fools. 5 of Pentacles, they just wanted to come out of poverty, alright, and steal everything from this person and leave them with nothing, and they made them a victim while they are playing victim, because they don't want to lose their houses, their homes, their financial stability. What they took Great Fortune, okay, took 10 of Pentacles in reverse and split the money amongst themselves, and we've got official person in reverse, and unofficially split the money amongst themselves, okay. Courtship in reverse, someone who masculine or feminine was caught in dating or used to be in a relationship at some point, okay, or they could have been caught in or dating somebody in law, lawyer, judge, solicitor, you name it, alright, and they thought, alright, we'll trot around high on it, alright, and they fucked a full, they just fucked it up, they just fucked it up, they just fucked it up. They want to trot around and act high on it. And they want to think they're above the law and they can get away with the severe crimes, alright? And try and stop it from coming to light, because they're going to be like, oh look, don't listen to this with nutter. Alright, we've got fulfilling a fantasy in reverse, because somebody who keeps propping themselves up a bar, pissing it up the wall, alright, going out partying, celebrating, gangs, stalking, alright, organised, all organised, all organised. We've got new beginning in reverse. They didn't want this masculine or feminine to have a new beginning in their own world, because they took hold of this Great Fortune and this generational wealth again, split it amongst themselves. They got involved in burning evidence, okay. They tried to with this doing drugs. They tried to drug masculine or feminine, or get masculine or feminine on some sort of mental health tablets, with this falsified legal documentation. They're all in bed with one another. Sexual favours for immunity, yes. And we've got private relationship, and we've got fake friends. So fake friends, okay, they're pals. They're all in bed with each other, all right. So they're all in bed with corrupt law. They're doing everything they can, all right. And now they're trying to run away from pending charges. We've got divorce and breaking contract. They got onto a contract killer, somebody who's got linkings to a sex shop, got onto a contract killer, and fake friends. Somebody in this connection could be family, friends, exes, all right. They've been spending a lot of money on sex workers, all right. A lot of Jezebel, incubus, succubus, energy, osmotus, all right. Backstabbers. They created a lot of drama, all right. Rage baiting, narcissistic abuse, psychopaths, sociopaths, all of them are psychopaths, sociopaths, rage baiting. And then they wanted to get masculine or feminine, kicking on and off, alright, after all they've done with this stolen money, kick on off, get on in your fields, and then was going to gang stalk, which is what's been going on. They've been getting rooms together, discussing hotel, motel, suite, business, pleasure, alright. Masculine or feminine is still fighting, alright. And they are still trying to backstab and wanted to cause a lot of drama, and this has gone on for a very long time. All getting lippy, paying people to create malicious rumours and lies, because anyone will say anything about anyone nowadays for the love of money, alright. We've got trying to follow you with guns to end your life before you speak out. So they're trying to block it from going to trial. We've got their father is involved. So this masculine or feminine's father, or these fake friends' father, is involved. So again, take what resonates and leave the rest. But somebody's father in this connection, they're involved, okay? And then we've got a matriarch, a woman who is head of a family, tribe or organisation involved. Then we've got smear campaign. Oh, I'll be the head of the smear campaign. I'll be the head of the gang stalking. So they're splitting jobs amongst themselves to cover up this money. Give me this money, give me this money, give me this money. Plan to discredit a public figure, false accusations. Then we've got tampering with evidence to cover up a crime. Then we've got, they've been harassing this masculine or feminine from accounts to accounts to accounts, in the street, anywhere, ambulance call outs, you know what I mean, police call outs, the lot, to cover this up while they're burning evidence, a false power of attorney quite possibly. Alright, we've got harassment, aggressive pressure or intimidation, so they're trying to intimidate anyone while they're pulling money out from accounts. We've got copy of signature to claim assets, money, a murder plot exposed. Heaven's crying. Heaven is crying. Heaven is crying. They took money to pay off debts, alright? They're acting bankrupt, yeah, because they're shifting money from accounts to accounts. Premeditated murder again, okay? Premeditated murder again. Flashing Fangita or butthole for immunity, the little trollops, alright? Character assassination, malicious and unjustified harming of a person's good reputation. They are surrounded by undercovers. They are on the watch list. They are on the watch list. They are surrounded by undercovers. So many involved, it's going to be one long trial. All going to get guilty verdicts. Alright, it's going to be a unanimous decision across all boards, okay? We've got full police force under investigation, trying to get this masculine or feminine wrongfully locked in prison, alright, through incitement, okay, through this bullying, okay, maybe online, okay, harassment on the door, knock with ambulances, corrupt law, corrupt social services have got involved in child abduction. So they're all going to face accountability for their crimes, okay, every single one. We've got covens are trying to reverse spell work, so they've been going off to dark witches, dark warlocks, okay, cult covens or what have you, doing illegal experiments, unethical human experimentation, so dark witches, dark warlocks, alright, involved. It's linking to a clergy, priest, bishop, cardinals, preacher, pastor, pope or minister, so it's linking to a corrupt church, okay, curving, all right? We've got a corrupt cousin involved. They could be working in hospital, linkings to a hospital staff, okay, nurse or psychiatrist, doctor, counsellor, all that type of shit, psychiatrist, or linking to corrupt court, solicitor, attorneys, lawyers, judges, the lot. Okay, set up false claims, false accusations and unfounded accusations. They're getting life in prison for sinister crimes, alright? They're doing deflection. Blaming someone else for your or their problems by painting themselves a victim. So they're victimising somebody, alright? Victimising them. Constantly abuse, robbery, nuts, falsified, and they're trying to get rid of evidence. Why would they be trying to get rid of any evidence? Why would they be trying to get rid of evidence if they're all innocent? Because they're not. They're all guilty. And that's why it's going to be a unanimous decision across the board, getting life in prison for sinister crimes. All right, we've got that deflection. They're playing victim. And we've got everyone in this cult is being watched, so it's linking to cults and curvins, all right? They'll be charged with multiple crimes against you, all right? So they're all going to be sentenced, they're all going to be charged, they're all going to be put in prison for life, they're all going to be put on maximum security. I mean, mad, how they all get lippy and gobby and rile this person up, and mad, lippy, let's get lippy, let's get gobby, let's get lippy, let's get gobby, and we'll just call them a utter our burning evidence and money, all right? They'd be going on out, partying, celebrating, all right, putting it, about spending it on sex workers or splashing the frigging cash, all right, pissing it up the wall, all right, paying rent, paying mortgages, all right, buying businesses, all right, beauty treatment, you know what I mean, dresses, clobber, partying, celebrating, and they're being watched while they're throwing some shapes on the dance floor. 12, they're being watched while they're being throwing some shapes on the dance floor. They wasn't expecting the bank account to go under investigation because they thought they had their lies and manipulation and everyone under control. They actually thought that they had everybody under control, alright? So there was manipulating, lying to control the narrative, alright? They're all haters. We're all haters. Another contract killer. So they got onto another assassin hitman, alright? We've got keeping a promise, and we've got kicked to the curb, and we have police. So they could have got onto an assassin hitman, alright? But this could have been an undercover cop, alright? It could have been an undercover cop. They could have got onto an assassin hitman, but it could have been an undercover cop. They wanted it to be game over for this masculine or feminine, but they could have gone online, okay, and then, because it's a silence witnesses, alright, paid off, witness intimidation, blackmailing anyone they can, alright. We've got death hex backfired now, the Grim Reaper's coming for them. We've got people aged 50 to 55 involved. It's absolutely shocking news. We've got 55 to 60, alright. Someone is in this connection, either is a tattoo artist, they work in like a tattoo shop, okay. They could have bought their own tattoo shop, bought their own tattoo gun, or been paid for tattoos with this stolen money, and they all are going to be exposed. But they all took money to pay off debts, rent, mortgage, murder plot exposed, alright, rent, mortgage, business, or word witchery on other people to put them under illusions. We've got video calls getting recorded, so every time they've been on video calls or ringing each other and stuff, all these false reports have all been logged while they're just out pissing it up, alright, partying, celebrating, Eds 14, getting their lovers, the little side pieces, the ones that they've been slamming and all stuff like that, and frittering money on all these hoes. They're getting their hoes to watch. They're getting their hoes to watch. They're losing everything for what they've done, alright? They don't want you to go public about them. They don't. So we've got nephews, right, and we've got a brother. So we've got a brother, nephews involved, okay? Brother, nephews involved. This could be this brother who's popping himself up at a bar. He could have some sons or what have you. So nephews are involved. He's pissing him off. up a bar, alright, thinking he's great, proper throwing some fusty boy moves. Fusty boy. Fust boy. Fust is getting on fust magic, alright. Oh yes he is, he's going to prison. Alright, money's coming back to the rightful person, and then they're going to have to pay compensation because they're surrounded by high honour, undercover, good law officials, okay? They're surrounded by high honour, undercover, good law officials because of the severity of the crime, and they're thinking that everyone's just as thick as fucking fuck as them. And they think that they can always change the way people are viewed. Maybe social services can, because they'll do anything for money under the table, because they've always been corrupt, alright? People from inside the local community, outside the local community, linking to family, and there's the head matriarchs who's like, I can't believe it. They're still exposing it, and an ex is involved. What we're going to do, what we're going to do. We just did it all to come out of poverty, and what do you mean was well unconcerned about our own actions and stuff like that? And what do you mean, exes and all that involved? What do you mean we're all unconcerned about our own actions? Yes, because this immature little man as well, he's got no compassion, he's got no empathy, he's got no remorse, he's an absolute psychopath, alright? He's an absolute psychopath trying to pay anyone hush-hush money, anybody, hush, you could be hushity, 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 hushity. Everyone who's paid is then going to get pulled up for a long, massive trial, alright? They don't want to be revealed for fake and fraudulent, okay? But they could have took money to pay off the housing, alright? We've got wealthy man in reverse and an ex, alright? Linking to this fusty boy who could be a brother or siblings or something. They're all paying off mortgages, alright, buying houses, homes, like I say, alright, they're living a life of bloody luxury, giving people gifts, hush money, come on. Oh, Merry Christmas, I got you this from stolen money, and he's like, wow, thanks for that. You know, they're all messaging each other. We've got coughing in reverse. Another premeditated murder. Another premeditated murder. They're trying to end this masculine or feminine's journey and stop them from testifying in court, but they are surrounded by undercovers. They did it because they wanted to come out of poverty, and they wanted to put this masculine or feminine in poverty, and they want to play the victim card, alright, while they victimise this masculine or feminine and ripped the kids off them, ripped all the generational wealth away from them, forcing power of attorney, fusty, drinking at a bar, eggs, because there's a lot of people going into pubs and bars and pissing it up the wall, a shit ton of copycats, alright. They're all mapped out, okay. They're under divine judgment. They're under the divine judgment. Them, they're lovers, okay. Alright, they've done it all for the love of money, alright. We've got Billy Big Bollocks, alright, who's been gambling, playing games, he's been gambling with money. Yeah, they've been going to like casinos or something like that. They've been gambling, they've been playing poker, alright, roulette, what have you. The lot, alright, and they deliberately tried to create some sort of diversion and confusion because they wanted to catch a flight log, alright, catch flight tickets and go abroad, you see. Of course they did, and they wanted to stay out of prison, alright, so they was well involved in spreading some bad news. Bad news, bad news, bad news. We've even got a foreign medical staff who was also chatting shit, alright. We've got foreign medical staff who's also been involved in chatting shit, alright then, so they could spend some money under the table and get in a room, alright, with a sex worker, alright. So a lot of this money, this stolen money, okay, 1919 has gone on sex workers. So this foreign doctor, psychiatrist, solicitor, alright. Oh my Lord, someone's gone to Rome or Greece, and someone is heavy on the Baphomet energy, and I mean heavy on the Baphomet energy, very toxic, could even be involved in doing some sort of Baphomet rituals, because these fake friends and everybody involved, okay, wanted to piss the money up the wall and spend it on prostitutes, sex workers, rent boys, gang stalking, alright, and they're trying to run away, catch a flight and go abroad, okay, because their bank account's about to get drained and put under investigation. So we've got 10 of Swords in reverse, and then we've got the 5 of Cups. They're going to lose absolutely everything. 10 of Swords in reverse. They could be thinking about taking themselves out now. They could be thinking about taking themselves out now. They just wanted to trample all over this masculine or feminine in the courtroom, okay? Rip everything from them. 5 of Cups, okay, and have them in the 5 of Cups energy and keep them in some sort of isolation. We've got a banker here, having a look at all these bank accounts and bank statements, okay, and all these holidays paid for abroad, and over here, and over there, okay. Maybe this is good law official. And look, they've tried to make some sort of deals with like darkness, okay? They've tried to make some sort of deals with darkness to cover this up, alright? But whatever goes on in the dark, it always comes to light in the end. So they're just very, 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 very toxic, okay? Very, very toxic. They was working with the dark side, okay? They was working with the dark side because they wanted to make out like this masculine or feminine was mentally weak by working with the dark side, alright? 7 of Swords in reverse, they've been caught out acting like a big man, alright? I'm big, you're small, and if I want to, you know, acting like big man, and then the bank account's gone under investigation, alright? And it's all coming to light. The secrets have been revealed. Yes, darling, because their bank accounts are gone under investigation and they're going to be in prison on the lonesome, alright, in a cell, if you know what I mean. They're going to be in prison, in a cell. Oh my God. They just wanted some sort of recognition for creating some sort of confusion, online bullying, alright. Someone whose heart's as light as a feather, online bullying, bully. Their hearts are very, very heavy, money, power hungry, alright, multiple accounts online, trying to create some sort of confusion and diversion, alright, so while they're bullying online from fake accounts, these toxic devils in a meat suit, alright, different ethnic origins, they're all shifting money from accounts to account to account. So we have got in this some like foreign doctors, or we have foreign doctors, foreign like nurses, okay, rage baiting, masculine or feminine, to go, oh look, we're just rage baiting them now, we can call them a nutter, yeah, call them a nutter, 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 rage baiting, because I don't like this masculine or feminine being happy. And while masculine or feminine has been rage baited and put in hospital under false assessment because they're just trying to cover this up and doing a lot of online bullying and rage baiting, narcissistic, reactive abuse, they, and three cups in reverse, malicious gossip, they was getting access to masculine and feminine's home. Okay. 6 of Swords in reverse. And a masculine energy who was always propping himself up at a bar, pissing it up the wall, alright, and popping her off outside for a cig, and propping himself up at a bar, pissing it up the wall. It's shopping, you know what I mean, food shopping, grocery shopping, alright, so there should be images of them filling trolleys up, with stolen money. Yeah, darling, there should be. We've got 9 of Swords in reverse, so big man is actually, big woman is actually the little person, alright, so they was trying to belittle masculine or feminine. Then we've got Empress in reverse, okay. Empress in reverse could be Taurus or Taurus, Capricorn or Virgo. Ace of Swords, lying with corrupt law. Lying with corrupt law. lying in the courtroom all the time, rage baiting. They don't want anyone with a brain to piece this together. Alright, the absolute fools, the absolute fools. It was all cutting it out, all orchestrated. Of course it was. You do this, you do that, you rage bait them, you set up an account, you bully them here, you bully them there. Alright, and we're going because I don't want this masculine or feminine to be happy or have their own prosperity. Alright. Again, they wanted to thoroughly remove financial stability from somebody with an attorney, Billy Big Bollocks. Alright. And then we've got somebody, foreign, like doctors, foreign lawyers, solicitors, judges, or whatever, calling ambulances out and getting involved in gang stalking because they wanted some money under the table, darling, for sex workers. I will gang stalk anyone for a bit of fucking money for sex workers, darling. Of course they will. They want it to be like finding a needle in a haystack. They have no love in their hearts, okay? They're money, power hungry, alright? And getting a crank to romanticise and fantasise. Come on in, I love you, I think you're gorgeous. Narcissistic abuse. Just try and boot this masculine or feminine down. That secret's been revealed. 10 of Swords, ending to them. They was part of this orchestrated gang stalking and rage baiting, narcissistic, toxic abuse, alright, and playing games. Darling. Yeah, they was playing games. Alright. Someone's been going to flight logs, you know what I mean. Smiling, here's my ticket. It's all from stolen money, racketeering and all that shit. Here you go. Here's my ticket. Check my ticket. On a beach, alright. Well, they're just ripping everything off, masculine or feminine, with no compassion, no empathy, and no remorse. So when this goes to trial and they appear before a real judge, okay, this real judge is going to show no compassion and no empathy and no remorse to them in the courtroom, okay? Especially to Billy Big Bollocks, who just took some prosperity because they wanted to what? Swanning and off, alright, go on holiday, alright, and there was shaking hands and falsifying legal documentation, caused a lot of heartbreak, a lot of pain, okay, a lot of people trying to trample all over this person and treat them like dog shit, and if we want to trample all over you and snatch everything off you, we can, and I'm pretty sure everyone who's hacked masculine or feminine's account, alright, everyone who's done fake accounts online, everyone's going to be sentenced and charged. Everyone is going to be sentenced and charged. Whoever's been swanning off to a beach, alright, acting like the fucking great, all posh, like, look at me, you grab my suitcase, you grab all that, come on kiddies, let's go into a beach, sentenced and charged. Sentenced and charged, it's going to be a unanimous decision, because they're all under judgment, okay? Investigators, they've been gathering some sort of images of them, alright, flight logs, okay, they've got CCTV of them trotting around, and there's them in a hotel acting solemnness, kiddies on the beach and stuff like that while they're ripping and tearing somebody else is world apart, alright. They even orchestrated to try and stay out of prison, watching masculine or feminine in the shower. So trying to watch them, listening devices, spying devices, because they want to drain this masculine or feminine of their energy, and they want to be able to stay out of prison. So this is energy harvesting. Look, energy harvesting. So they've been doing energy harvesting. Alright. They've been doing a shit ton of mental magic, okay? Sex magic, mental magic, sex magic, alright. They bought cars. They could be seen out at a park, alright, having a nice little 29, a nice little picnic out at the park, alright. Gonna go see duckies, alright. While they're still premeditating, trampling all over this masculine or feminine for all their money. Disgusting. Look, I told you. Trampling over this masculine or feminine. All for the love of money, which was never even theirs to take. So because of all this, them and their lovers, they're all going to get sentenced and charged. They're all going to get life in prison. Alright? By a good judge. This is a good judge this time. It's going to push them back into poverty. They have been trying to block some sort of forward movement. They all wanted the bloody input, and they're all money power hungry. So many unrepented sins, and that secret's been revealed. 5 of Cups are going to lose everything. 10 of Swords, there's going to be an ending to them in this courtroom, playing this game. Alright? Bank accounts, okay? There'll be a King of Swords, look. A liar going into the courtroom, sneaking on in to a bank, depositing a cheque, okay? And these enemies, they're going down. Yes, 9 of Cups in reverse. They're having nightmares about it. They're having nightmares. They was trying to cause masculine or feminine's demise. 5 of Wands in reverse. They was battling and competing, okay? Running this masculine or feminine's name through the mill. Battling and competing, okay? For generational wealth, but was never even theirs. And they just wanted to rag everything off this person because they thought there was fucking something. Which is disgusting. Which is absolutely disgusting. Getting some cars in, off to beach and off to seaside and off to the park, alright? While all disgusting, tramping all over this masculine or feminine. Thinking there's something, alright? They really do. They really do. And competing online, okay, through fake accounts, okay? Lying, rage baiting, lying on this masculine or feminine, which is this assassination of character, alright? Because I don't want people to see the truth, okay? I don't want masculine or feminine to be happy or have a good life, okay? There could be somebody writing a book about this. And this could even be written about, some sort of book, some sort of news or something like that. It could be a story. A true story. A bestseller. A true story. A bestseller. Some sort of a book, a true story, a bestseller. They've got a shit ton of bad karma and they want this masculine or feminine's destiny. But it's not their destiny. It's not their destiny. Rage baiting and going, oh look, that's nasty, that's not very nice, that is it. While they're all spreading malicious lies and rumours, darling. Tell you why. Because they're toxic. Alright. They went to foreign countries, okay? Splashing, splash, spending. Alright. Splash spending. Come on, kiddies. You know, like that picture. What came out? Come on, kids. We're going abroad. We're going abroad. Swanning abroad, darling. Probably putting money in offshore to overseas accounts and all. Constantly creating confusion. Because they don't want to lose this financial stability. What they took hold of. So there was catching flights, alright. 3 of Swords in reverse. And then the Hanged Man card. And then we have the Star card in reverse. They didn't want this masculine or feminine to heal. So they tried to sacrifice masculine or feminine. And they tried to get masculine or feminine locked up, either in prison or in hospital, when they kept trying to sacrifice, okay? And then trying to stop masculine or feminine from healing, so probably poisoning, okay, inside of the hospital. Ace of Cups in the Bible. No one loves you. No one cares about you. No one loves you. No one cares about you. Mental abuse, emotional abuse, and psychological warfare, okay? And this judge, this corrupt judge, alright, they was loving it. Because they was making deals, psychological warfare, deals with the devil, and quite possibly playing with child or children, and playing with mind, alright, all for prosperity. I'm big, you're small, and want some sort of links to a secret group or something like that, okay, romance scamming, quite possibly posing to be this masculine or feminine online, or wants to see masculine or feminine with some indecent images. Of course they do, darling. Of course they do. Of course they do. So invasion of privacy, a lot. Alright, meanwhile they're doing all this sick shit. Meanwhile they're trying to sacrifice masculine or feminine, the one they've stolen from. Great fortune in reverse. And this sort of wealth in reverse. They're trying to whoop this masculine or feminine's ass and have them hunted down, chased down and beat down because they wanted this money for themselves. Because they're all not there in their head. So time's running out for these sick fucks. They're going to get life in prison, a lot of malicious gossip, a lot of malicious rumours, and everyone was like, you do this, you do this, you do the gang stalking, you do this, you do this, you do this, you do that. 3 of Cups, even friends, 5 of Wands, they don't want to be an enemy no more, they don't want to compete no more, because there is no competition there, because they're not all there in a head, you see. So how can you battle and compete for wealth that's not yours, guys? Bringing drama and battling against somebody for what's rightfully theirs by physical law, spiritual law and universal law. But we want to battle and compete against you to even have your heart as well, please. Because they've not 35. But they've not. They've got money, power, hungry, very, very heavy hearts. They've caused a lot of heartbreak, very strong heartbreak, okay, while they're catching flights abroad and getting pissed up abroad at bar, what's that called? All inclusive. You know where you get your drinks and you get your breakfast and you get all that. Yeah, all inclusive. Yeah. Meanwhile, there was competing, alright. Helping a corrupt like lawyer, attorney, alright. And we're going to battle and compete against you, alright, to take everything off you, label you as a nutter, and we'll have this great fortune, alright, with this corrupt judge who lives in upside down world, okay, who was getting on, foreign, lawyers, judges, solicitors, psychologists, psychiatrists as well, alright, they wanted to act like big man, alright, and point the finger at this masculine or feminine, but what about what they're doing, where they're spending it all on sex workers, and what about what they're doing, which is major criminal activities, because they've been working in the shadows, alright, the shady, they've been working in the shadows, they have. They've been gambling with this masculine or feminine's life, okay? They have. And they wanted this masculine or feminine to just lose their own life because they're struggling with mental health, darling. But look at all these sick fucks, alright? Someone's committed to just go nut at psychological warfare, okay? There's a lot of emotional manipulation, okay, again, mental, emotional, and there's actually physical. 4 of Pentacles in reverse, there's a shit ton of fake accounts, okay? Offshores, overseas accounts, abroad. Could be in their child or children's names, or other people's identities, offshore shifting it around, and kids' accounts, and when they go abroad, alright, opening up account over here, shifting money over here. 10 of Cups in reverse, it's a very dysfunctional family. 7 of Pentacles in reverse, they've took some sort of fruits of somebody else's labour, tried to do an inheritance insurance job or something like that, okay, an insurance policy, and I'm big man, and look at us, we're all happy over here, we're all happy over there, look at us, playing happy online, but they're not, darling, they're evil, alright, it's a fake smile, alright, all playing happy online, alright, with the bikes, with the cars, with the gadgets, with the new laptops, with the new computers, alright, proper materialistic buggers. It was never even theirs to take in the first place. So you're telling me that these are nutters. You're telling me that these are absolute psychopaths, okay? Psychopaths, sociopaths, narcissists, and paranoid schizophrenic. They're chronically depressed a lot, alright? 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Who has been mean online, okay? Switching from accounts to accounts to accounts to accounts to accounts. Rage baiting, goading, and look at me, I've got all this money now. 5 of Pentacles. They've got a very poor heart, a very poor mentality, alright? Very poor heart, very poor mentality, very poor heart. Yeah, they're going to get pushed back into poverty. We've got a Capricorn who thinks they're going to avoid judgment and he thinks that they're just going to get away with it, darling. But they're not. 10 of Swords. They're going down. Could be involved in RAPE. Could be involved in ending somebody. Four of Swords in reverse because they were going to get locked up. They didn't want to be judged, Daz. They just wanted to get up on the property ladder. Alright, and look, as like, I'm real stable, I'm real financially independent, but no, darling, they're mentally unstable and mentally retarded. And look how far people will go for the love of money, what's not even theirs. And we've got like some sort of confusion, and we've got death card, okay? So I was trying to create some sort of confusion while there was premeditated masculine or feminine's ending, alright? Or do you look confused while premeditating men and an X, an X, an X, an X, an X, who's obsessed with masculine or feminine's love life? Six of Swords, and they don't want them to be able to move forward. So they've been involved in stalking and following. Three of Cups in reverse, spreading malicious lies, rumours and gossip too. Alright, very, very, very interested on who masculine or feminine's got coming on in. And then and wants to have control over masculine or feminine's life and try and block any sort of love life too. So corrupt law of literally give power and dominion and control to the wrong party because they're all not are there in their head. So corrupt law, okay, is going to get sentenced and charged. Alright, their bank accounts is going under investigation, already has gone under investigation. Alright, they think that they can avoid judgment because they're working with the devil. Alright, they are. They're working with the devil. They're very, very toxic. They're very materialistic. Very, very chained to the mundane. They're very mundane type of thinkers. Alright, they're very mundane. They're very, very mundane. They're very mundane, darling. They're going to be in isolation, alright? Okay. They're going to be getting locked up in prison. They are. They are. They are. So much malicious gossip. Five of Swords in reverse, alright? Oh my lord. Five of Swords in reverse. They just want to be on a come up. Sneaking, stalking, spying, lying, mapped out. I'm big man, I'm big man, I'm right, you're wrong. And this is linking to family. I'm right, you're wrong. And if I want to force power of attorney over you, I'll force power of attorney over you, alright? And if I want to take control of all your money and call you, look, here's the Pentacles in reverse, and call you a nutter, I can. Because I want to get lots of luxurious food. I want to go to Marks and Spencer's and act real posh, you know. I want to start filling trolley with extra special branded food, and I want to act like big strong man, big strong woman with this 10 of Pentacles in reverse, you see. While they're orchestrating gang stalking. Follow warning, yeah. I'm trying to create confusion with an ex who's probably confused about their own sexuality, alright? A very confused ex who's confused about their own sexuality. Who's also got involved in gang stalking and trying to block masculine or feminine from moving forwards. Ten of Wands in reverse, they want to offload their karmic debts, this grubby little ex, because they're miserable, alright? They don't feel complete on the inside, and they thought that money and that was going to make them feel complete. So they've got all this stolen money and they're still miserable on the inside because money cannot buy happiness, okay? You know, they're like, oh, look at me, I'm stable, I'm financially stable, I'm mentally stable, alright, let's have an input, call them a nutter, call them a nutter, and then they're popping off to mental health services. They've got, I'm struggling, mental health, I'm struggling, mental health, false reporting when they've stolen from, and then they go, I'm struggling, mental health, and there's a lot of people just off the bumps on the road, alright, people who's took this prosperity. Alright, you've got a Taurus or a Virgo who's constantly off the bonds on a road, could live near a beach, wants everyone to have their input with all these malicious rumours and rumours, lies and all stuff like that, and they want to make out like they're all stable dolls. and they don't want people with a brain cell to piece this together, alright, to convict them, alright, because they're off the bonds on the verge, alright, I'm off my bonds on the verge. I don't want to be an enemy no more. I just want it to come on up off the back of this money. I don't want to be an enemy no more. I don't want, what do you mean? My bank account's under investigation and we're all going down. Yeah. Yeah. Bank account's under investigation and they're all going down, Daz. Oh, what do you mean? I'm off my bonds on the road. Dangerous driving. What do you mean? What do you mean? I thought everyone was confused and that, Daz. No, you're just confused for yourself and your own sexuality, alright? And you're just making dodgy dealings with a crank who wants to prop himself up at a bar who's not got a backstabbing bitch. I've had it all planned and mapped out, alright? Someone from family, alright, who was whipping up some right shit with corrupt law. Proper whipping up some right fucking shit with corrupt law. King of Swords in reverse. Whipping up some right stories to create like heartache, pain, some sort of depression, alright? 9 of Wands in reverse, let your guard down, your family will love you, we really care about you, we're going to have to get an ambulance out because we really care about you, we do, no one loves you, no one cares about you, alright, you said that, no one loves you, no one cares about you, because we want to come on up, alright, have some sort of financial stability, pay some rent off, get this, get some drugs, alright, go on shopping sprees, get some materialistic things, and bump this masculine or feminine off, okay, think, oh, we'll keep them on the run, they'll just kill themselves off, no, darlings, 5 of Wands in reverse, running masculine or feminine through the mill, alright, because they're very, very toxic, and for some strange reason, I think they're going to avoid judgment, darling. And now they don't want to battle and compete anymore. Because why, darling? Because they've been getting watched. Their accounts are getting watched online. Okay? Alright? Or their accounts, or the messages to and fro while they're planning on going abroad and holiday over here and stuff like that. All their accounts are on watch, darling. Yeah? Everyone who got flight tickets, alright? To help an ex. We've got Virgo, Taurus, okay, Capricorn, alright, 9 of Cups, draining like of energy and stuff, constantly trying to create diversions and wanting to boot masculine or feminine to the ground and try and make them miserable, just like them. I'm acting like big man because I'm miserable on the inside, and if I want to take all of your money and try and make you miserable and unhappy just like me, we will. But they're still miserable on the inside, 47, they still cry themselves to sleep, alright? They wanted to stagnate, okay, they've got a Taurus or Virgo, wanted to stagnate because they don't want police to come on in and arrest them, alright? Because they was getting involved in some sort of drug trafficking, so that's why they had a lack of compassion, lack of empathy, lack of remorse, and that's why they're all off the bonds. Alright, could be lying about masculine or feminine, no, they're this, they're that, they're this, they're that, but they're on a shit ton of drugs, alright, cocaine, all that shit, ket, alright, all that shit, crack, all that shit, and pissing money up the wall, alright, so they've got some major toxic addictions, got some narcissists to love bomb, alright, go on, you go in there, alright, and then start acting like a, oh, I'm scared, mental health, oh, I'm scared, oh, walking on eggshells, oh, they've just kicked on off, rage baiting, they've just kicked on off, ambulance, all slithering and sliming, messaging each other, these enemies, okay, and how they're going to trample all over this masculine or feminine, go in the house, rob absolutely everything, you say this, and we'll try and make them have a nosedive with their mental health, how about that, but see how much they're going to nosedive when they're locked up in prison for all the drugs trafficking, alright, money laundering, racketeering, alright, they'll be going on a beach no more, will they? They won't have no more financial stability anymore, will they? No, darling, because they're all going down, darling. Gaslighting, psychological warfare, cheating, trotting around, alright, being an absolute slut, thinking they're going to get out of prison, 3 of Cups in reverse, malicious lies, rumours and gossip, sleeping around, fake accounts, okay, and they're miserable. because they was just sneaking around and thought it was real strong, sneaking around, sleeping around, alright, cheating, and then thinking I'm going to come on the come up with all this money because everyone's going to come to me and be like, look at me, I look real glamorous, me. Everything. Go on, kiddies, get that suitcase, come on. We look absolutely gorgeous, all of us, with this stolen money and this racketeering and this money laundering. Come on, we're only gaslighting and psychologically abusing people and mentally abusing them. So all their kids are going up for adoption. All the kids are going up for adoption. Anyone who's got involved in this, anyone who orchestrated this, Five of Cups, they're going to lose everything. They're going to lose their jobs, okay? Anything they invested on in, alright? Any stock shares, any businesses, they're all going down, alright? Any boats, what they've bought, speed boats, anything like that, they're getting taken off them. Have you ever got Capricorn energy, propping themselves up at a bar, making deals with corrupt law officials to come on in, ring, 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 ambulance, 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 have your input, you're a nutter, 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 you're a nutter. Because that's what they're passionate about, whipping up some shit, alright, with his family, alright, with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, who's involved in taking this money and whipping up some shit and taking some more prosperity. Two of Wands, because they just wanted to be seen as all powerful or something. Proper whipping up some shit. With an Aquarius, whipping up some shit. Proper whipping up some shit. Proper whipping up some shit. Meeting, secret, all the evils. All the evil motherfuckers in family and all that. Whipping up some shit, cooking up some shit, alright. More fake accounts online, alright, because they know they're not innocent, alright. Ace of Cups in reverse. They don't want to stop with the shopping spree. They very much like the shopping spree, so they're all watching online, alright. They're all trying to fill up their cup, celebrating, alright. Four of Wands in reverse, but they're miserable on the inside. Three of Cups in reverse. Constant malicious lies, malicious, all going on down. Nine of Pentacles are going to lose any financial stability, what they've got, the houses, the homes, the jobs, the cars, the lot. Alright, they're mentally weak, they're mentally retarded, because what they've done is a shit ton of crime. Seven of Swords in reverse, and maybe an ex involved. Alright, I wanted to be saying, oh, I'm all powerful. Yeah, but the devil's riding hell out of their back. Alright, we could have an air sign, masculine or feminine, who's also got the devil riding hell out of their back. And knowing that the bank account's under investigation. Some of them just wanted to ride around, act like big man, be all suited and booted, be like, look at me, I'm posing to be posh. Alright, oh, I don't want to compete anymore. I don't want to, hair, something to do with hair. Three of Swords, hair. Something to do with hair. Hair is significant in this, okay? Hair is significant in this reading. Hair, mill or miller, or a couple of mil in the lips. Hair, mill or miller, or a couple of mil in the lips. Hair, mill or miller. Hair, mill or miller. Okay. Love bombing narcissists, alright. Because they was dreaming about having some money put into their bank account, okay, or some cash in hand, because they're poor, they're very poor, so they're even getting bums to help, alright, so they're recruiting bums, and the bums like, oh, let's get an ambulance call out, because they're all making deals, alright, so we've got bums, alright, and they're all going down, all the bums are going down. Alright, so they're recruiting local smackheads, crackheads, bums, a lot, alright, corrupt law, they're going down for being really mean and very toxic, okay, and their job is coming to an end, alright, and we've got this stupid bins, alright, someone out there has got a brain and they're piecing this puzzle together, along with this ex, alright, because they're all mentally retarded, alright, this could be, good lawyer or a good lawyer or solicitor or something who knows that they tried to pull up a chair and that was invested in trying to get masculine or feminine locked up. We've got 8 of Swords in reverse for unfounded crimes or rage baiting or something like that from some sort of online drama, okay? Online drama, alright. And anyone who invested in like corrupt law or what have you, 5 of Wands in reverse, they're losing the job. So corrupt law firms are actually going down too. Oh my lordy. Oh my lordy, lordy. Trying to create distractions and diversions while they're shifting money from account to account and in online bullying. Trying to create distractions and diversions, alright. Trying to stop this masculine or feminine's profile from getting viewed, so probably reporting the account or they're speaking out on their account. Shut their account down. 2 of Wands in reverse because they're cowards. Shut their account down. Don't let them keep reporting or speaking out. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? We don't want them speaking out about what we're doing. Don't let them know we're rage baiting you. Come on. 2 of Wands because they just wanted to be seen all powerful. 4 of Swords coming up against somebody, one person, all in the lonesome. All in the lonesome, darling. Trying to create diversions and distractions, running them through the mill, alright, running through courthouse, alright, running through hospital, alright, running through running through there, whipping up some right shit they was. They whipped up a right storm. But now, okay, their brain is just fucking dead. Maybe they thought that masculine or feminine was so dumb. Maybe they thought masculine or feminine was dumb. Obviously they thought masculine or feminine was dumb, but they're dumb for making deals with the enemies, alright? Because they wanted this money. Oh, come on, I'll make deals with it. I'll take them down. I'll take them down. I'll take them down. Really, gone. Something about hair, gone. Lying. Coming forward, lying. Something about lying. I'm getting guns and everything getting passed around, man. Alright? They want to be showered with gifts and love and affection with party taking this money. They got involved loads, gang stalking, and then spreading malicious lies, and then while masculine or feminine is out, they're looking at them, looking down their nose at them, because they've all been making deals with a Libra, Gemini or Aquarius, quite possibly, alright, who's confused with their own sexuality, and they're going down, alright, shaking everyone's hands and acting like big man, big woman. Come on, you help me. I'll give you some of this money. You do this, you do that, you do this. It's seven. Alright, making deals with these, okay. 5 of Cups are going to lose everything. And a lot of traumatic events due to this. With these sick fucks who all deserve to face accountability for their own action, okay. Abusing law, lying in the courtroom, okay. Lying surrounding mental health, because that's what they love to do in order to take control over people. They love it, but they want to keep it a secret how they're working. Why not? Because you're all shaking hands and creating diversions and distractions, darling. So you can put money in offshores, overseas accounts, alright? And pay for lovers online is what I'm getting. So paying for lovers online. Alright, a lot of money has got spent on bloody sex workers. So sex workers are like, oh, go on then, I'll backstab them. Go on then, I'll lie about mental health. So there's some sort of sex worker who was also involved in lying and creating confusions because they wanted to shake hands and take somebody under the table. 5 of Cups, now they're going to lose everything. Okay? They're going to lose everything. Cars, flowers in the gardens, the lot, because they're all going down in the courtroom. I don't know. They're all playing happy families. They are. Inside the house, mature man in reverse who's mentally retarded, playing happy families. could live near a beach, alright. Making dodgy deals with foreign people, alright, but I'm pretty sure he's white supremacy, so these foreigners have only gone and lost their own ancestors, but putting money in offshore overseas account gambles. Gambling. This could be this dodgy churchy type of person who works at a food bank. Churchy type of person who works at a food bank involved. They want to make out like there's some sort of messiah and prophet, alright. Yeah, they've also got involved in some sort of fabrication, shattering, exhausting, nightmare, alright, absolute nightmare of church. Nightmare, maybe even housing involved, nightmare, wanting to gain power and control, alright, yeah they are, all their bank accounts are under investigation, and with this boat, they're going to get voted up and down that prison cell, alright, all that gang stalking and arse whooping is going to turn back on them, with the corrupt lawyer, judge, solicitor and all that, darling, because they've been caught, you see, and they don't like that, and they will face judgment. They will. And then they'll be getting watched in the shower for whipping up a storm, and it's going to hit the news, and there's going to be an ending to these crunks because they're going to 5 of cups lose everything. Losing everything. Yeah. Of course they are. Probably been whipping up some right shit. They are. Could be Baker involved with this whipping on up. Could be Baker. Hey. Alright, gambling, alright. Baker, hair, gambling. We've got V-A-L, so we've got Val, and then we've got veil, seeing through the veil, V-A-I-L, seeing through the veil. Dig could be significant, or diggy. Or they could have been getting all giddy, alright, over the thought of all this music. We've got like J, alright, J-A-Y, we've got L-J, okay, we've got L-V, alright, we've got G-D or D-G, B-L or V-B, B-Y, A-V or V-A, J, J-L, I say that, J-L, could be significant in this, so I'm going to leave that one there. So there's lots of people's bank accounts getting put under investigation, alright. Families linking to their families in times when they're on outdowns. It is. And because they know times when they're on out, they could be thinking about wiping themselves out because they don't want to avoid judgment. Why? Hey. So they'd be swanning off abroad, alright. Because there's going to be a good, like, lawyer or something who is going to know about this wealth, alright. And it's going to be given back. Okay. Then they could appear in some sort of newspaper, you know what I mean, where everyone, they're going to have an audience looking at what they've been doing while they've tried to publicly downgrade and degrade somebody else, because that's what made them happy. A hair, something a hair. because I just wanted to just have some sort of luxury shopping sprees. Look, oh, where should we go now? Should we pop into this shop? Should we pop into this shop? Should we go to this market over here? Yeah, lovely, darling. We'll go to this market over here. So link into a market. Someone who owns some sort of fruit and veg, a market, a fruit stall, a fruit stand. They're going down. Alright, they want to create diversions with this King of Swords in reverse because he thought he was fucking great, but he's going to lose his fruit stall. Well, business is going to collapse, darling. Just wanted some more fruits on the fruit stall. Someone who sells hair, or hair is significant. Someone who could sell flowers, alright. Someone who likes a straw in a drink, and someone who likes to sell flowers, sunflowers, flowers, poppies, stuff like that. I just wanted an audience watching them, like, look at me, great, I think I'm gorgeous, while I'm deliberately trying to make someone look like a piece of shit. I'm gorgeous. I'm absolutely gorgeous, and trying to get lippy and make masking off feminine and angry so they can come on in with these corrupt police and kick to the curb because they've been trying to burn evidence, and even these corrupt coppers are trying to get away because they've also been caught down stalking, getting away and spending some money on some sort of prostitutes, and they don't want everyone to know that they're fucked up police force, and they're backing all these Jezebels because they're incubus, succubus Jezebels a lot. Alright, now they've got warts and herpes. Alright, so well done for getting lippy. Now they're riddled with lifelong STDs, AIDS, the lot. Alright, but out for the love of money. Innit? So because of what they've got involved in, some of them have got lifelong STDs. Because they've all been jumping from bed to bed to bed and staring the fucking pot. And I don't think Archangel Raphael is going to heal any of these thieves. Alright. She's going down. The family. She's going down, she is. She was getting involved in premeditated murder, working hard for the scene. So she's going down. Alright. She wanted to trot around acting eye on her. Alright, trying to stitch someone up for crimes they've not committed, and getting people to message from fake accounts because they didn't want to be revealed as a fake and a fraud, like this malicious bitch. And them and the partner, them and the missus fella, alright. Getting themselves some nice new soaps to appear at the court, alright, and go, come on, falsify legal documentation. We'll act all posh and privileged in the courtroom while we've ripped everything off this masculine or feminine, and we're trying to make them look real scraggy. Oh, honey, we've ripped everything off and we're trying to make them look scraggy. Well done, well done, well done to the corrupt side of my collective, the karmics, especially the ones who's been doing this to me and my 4 kids, because I swear, and my cherub, me and you, one-on-one, all the women in a ring, because by the time I finish with you in a ring, you'll look scraggy as hell, trust me, because I don't give a fuck if a bit of my hair's flapping about, you egotistical cranks. So I'm going to leave that there, alright. All the ones who got involved, alright, they're mentally ill, they're mentally retarded, they're ill. They're ill. They always have been. They've always been about the money. Alright. So they can put on the lippy all they want and put a couple of swells in their hair. They won't be able to do that when they're locked up in prison for a very long time, will they? Get lippy to her. Go get lippy to him. Get lippy to him. Rage bait him. Oh, ain't it funny we're getting locked up for life, yeah? I bet. All that premeditated murder, Go through all that just to get yourself locked up in prison for life, I don't know. Still anything they can, do you know what I mean? I don't know. Right, so yeah, I'm going to leave that there. Send you peace, love and light.